Hi, Judith.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm great.
You're here at the Chennai 2022 Chess Olympiad, and you're staying super busy doing all the commentary. But you're here at the Chessable booth now, and of course we have to ask you a little bit about Chessable and your latest Endgame course series. Can you tell us a little bit about your newest series of Endgames?
I love endgames. I'm very passionate about endgames since my childhood. Basically, I learned a lot already age 6, 7. I started out with rook endgames and then many other different kind of endgames. Also, I was solving a lot of studies, and I believe, looking back, that it improved my chess a lot. And I think it's the key right now that for success to know endgames, because you're entering in the game in the 4th, 5th hour, you're tired, you have all the mess in your head, what had happened before. So you have to have really the knowledge under your skin. So I think it can be very entertainment and engaging. So this is the love and passion I hope I can give through my Chessable courses.
Yeah, I think you've definitely succeeded at that. But I'm always kind of curious because you said you love endgames, and of course you're known for your fierce attacking play, right? And in general, though, I think you are an equally great endgame player. What do you think you've won more because of great attacks or because of endgame grinds?
Well, basically, when I prepared the course, I have to admit that I also got a little bit surprised that I have this image, of course, that being fearless and attacker and hunt the king and everything like that. But of course, you have your image, and then you have things which you build up around your image. And endgame was always part of me. I played well endgames, I believe, already at an early age. This is also what I share in the course itself, that even when I was 8 years old, I had some very nice endgames which you could see, and it's a great example because you can see that I learned it and I know what I'm doing. So, and it was all the way later on as well that I could play middle game very well, but also for that you have to understand endgame, how to simplify it to good endgame, right? And endgame is very rich in many different ways, and interestingly enough, it gives a lot to your understanding in overall chess.
So, if you have to give advice to a couple of young chess players, or maybe to the adult improvers, if you have to give a choice, what do you think is most important for their improvement? Tactics, openings, strategy, endgames? I mean, I've heard Yasser Seirawan say that learning endgames is like cheating because you can work your way backwards from a winning position. What would be your recommendation?
Well, it's a little bit like that if you ask that during the day, what do you think? What is more important, to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner? I mean, the thing is you need everything. You have to stay healthy in your chess. First of all, you have to have a good mindset. You have to have this well-being, what you feel about your chess. And whenever you feel that your opening is going down and you feel unbalanced and insecure, go to learn openings. If you feel that in the middle game you did something wrong in your games, go and focus on middle game. If there's something end game you say, it's something wrong what I'm doing, I messed up this rook end game, then go to end game, because self-confidence is one of the most important things to be able to convert your knowledge into practical success. And this is why I believe that it's very good if you alternate. For me, I think for amateur players, for example, opening is the least important. But of course, you have to know more or less what you're doing in the opening. I was always the middle game person, where complications, and somehow you get along over there.
Okay, very nice. One question not specifically related to chess improvement or your courses, but you became a grandmaster at a very young age. And of course, nowadays, and still I think you're probably in the top 20 of the youngest people to have ever become a grandmaster at a certain age. But kids nowadays are getting younger and younger, becoming grandmasters at a younger age. What do you think is the reason for them getting grandmaster at the age of 13 now, and Or like a kid like Gukesh at the age of 16 already being 2,719 or something rated.
The world is getting faster, everything is getting faster, knowledge is reaching the players much faster, and everybody is impatient. So I remember when I was chasing my GM norm. I was not chasing it the way that I went to some part of the world and be there for 2 months or 3 months, and I cannot go home without a Grandmaster title or enough norms. I was playing from one tournament to another, very modest way. And then within my first Grandmaster norm I did in '89, when I was 13. And only at 15, I completed all the 3 norms, and there were quite a lot of places where I missed by a little half a point. So I think the world is getting really fast, and also the other thing that kids can reach out to knowledge much faster. And there are many different digital platforms where you can do it. Chessable is the most organized and the richest, where you can find everything. And what is very interesting also, and it is something completely new, which I think Chessable highlighted very well, and it's very unique, that many of the top players are making their courses without hiding their novelties and knowledge.
Yeah.
And this I want to highlight because many of the people maybe don't appreciate or they don't understand how big thing is this. Because back many years ago, the top grandmasters, whether it's Kramnik, Gelfand, Kasparov, whoever, they were not sharing it. It was a secret. It was in a locked in a safe kind of thing, you know, that they don't share anything, even what was shareable. They just said, share nothing, and that's the sure thing. And now it's the opposite, that you see Vidit, you see Giri, you see Aranya, you see many people, they're full, honest guys, telling their opinion, telling their novelties, and many of them, they say, oh, I said my novelty there and I forgot it in the game. So that is something special, and I think, of course, kids can reach out to that. And that is why they become faster and faster, better and better.
Great. Well, thank you very much, and we wish you good luck. Also, congratulations on the award that you'll be receiving tonight, I believe.
Yes.
And thanks for being here.
Thank you.